Hello, Potato, again, and welcome back to part 2 of LEGO Ideas Kit 21320, Dinosaur Fossils. In part 1, of course, we built the Pterodon longiceps skeleton, and here it is, in all of its fiddly-bit bony glory. That's the smallest part of this set, so today we're going to move on to, well, in this video, we're going to move on to part number 2, which I'm guessing is going to be our Triceratops. Look, there's actually like little information in the books. I don't think the first book had that in it. This is usual for ideas kits. They usually have extra content in the instruction booklets. But we're not going to read all that. Some of it's probably duplicative in different languages. Yeah, that appears to be in Spanish. So this means potentially not a huge build here because a good quarter of the book is just that. So yeah, this is the next kit. It's bags 2 and 3. It's bag 2. There's bag 3. We'll put the rest of the bags over here and out of the way. And bag 6 will probably fall off the table and fall on the floor, but you can't see that. So we have bags 2 and 3, and in this one we're going to build the Triceratops and the skeleton of Indiana Jones. So, I guess we should hop straight into the fast forward and get that built. What do you say? So that needs to stand over there. Alright, let's fast forward now. Well, that one took a little bit longer, didn't it? But it's complete now, our Triceratops. And one of the things I've noticed on here putting it together is kind of like with some of the other sets that are only really one color. I think the Razor Crest kind of had that issue. There's a lot of really brightly colored bricks in the middle where you can't see them, where all the big pieces are. So there were more big pieces on this kit than I thought there would be, but they're all pretty well hidden. Most of what you do see on the outside is the small fiddly stuff, but yeah, here we go. Some brightly colored stuff hidden underneath. I still don't totally understand why they do that, but I suspect that's to just making it easier to tell the pieces apart when you're putting them together on the instructions. Because yeah, some of these white on white bits can be a little difficult to discern. And one thing I'm glad they realized when they were writing up the book is that those 1x2 pieces that lock onto other pieces do look kind of the same in tiny pictures. So whenever they give you an instruction involving one of those, they put this in here just to make sure you knew which piece you were meant to be using. So that, I mean, that I could have figured it out from there too, but that actually is very nice and helpful for people who maybe don't have the best eyesight still. So of course you saw putting it together, the skeleton is not just kind of one big piece. You can't take it off the base. It's actually locked into the base itself, which is probably smart. And the feet actually aren't attached to the skeleton. They're attached to the base to look like they're attached to the skeleton. There's some limited posability. The head has the posability. The mouth does not open, though, unlike on the Pterodon. And I'm assuming the T-Rex. The tail can be posed a little bit. It kind of has a similar tail to the big version of Unikitty from Lego Movie 2, which means also this may have an issue of falling apart, because that one of these joints on it cracked, and the tail doesn't stay on properly anymore, which is unfortunate. I just need to replace the piece, though. There's a lot of stuff on here. You have to be definitely, if you're handling this, pick it up by the base. There's a lot of little pieces that are not held on very well, being a lot of fiddly bits. Pieces like this and these, I think, are going to come off very easily if you try to pick it up by the body of the skeleton. Pick it up by the base, or if you must, maybe the legs. Nope, not the legs, because see, that's why. There we go. Put that back on. Yep, it is definitely a nicely built set. And, you know, if you are setting up a little Lego museum, it's a fun piece to put into it. And then, of course, we have our Lego Sapiens, the dead Dr. Indiana Jones. Hence the hat. I assume that's what the hat's supposed to be referencing. Yeah, not much to talk about on him. He's just your standard skeleton with a hat. Alright, so that's 2/3 of this down. I'm assuming the T-Rex will probably be the longest part of this. So I guess we should get on to that for the next video. So I'll cut this one off here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and then click the little card up there that says Part 3, which probably is up there now. Hopefully up there now. Maybe up there now. See you in Part 3.